Yeah, I'm from Nashville. No. I'm from the real Nashville. Natives in Nashville, raised on the west side when Preston Taylor was the jungle. Rappers didn't mumble, gangsters didn't dance, you got popped, you wore a muzzle. Streets had it cold, we don't know you, we don't love you. Now I'm standing in the crowd full of strangers in my city with some kid from California singing Conway Twitty. In my feelings, cause I'm feeling like the villain in the Ville. To be real, I don't recognize half the people here. There's a tear in my beer, make a toast, take a cheer. Live for the night, yesterday disappeared when they tore down my neighborhood. High-rise condo, friends in high places, fly high mondo.
I got blood drops in my whiskey. There's too many neon lights. No familiar hometown faces. Beneath these guitars late at night. These were stomping grounds once upon a time. Now it's all glam and flashy. I guess I'm old school, going down slow, like them outlaw classics. It's that tequila, drinking coke, sniffing peel, popping poke, pimping, go get it. I'ma fuck around and leave with both women certified Nashvilleans, baby. We don't catch feelings, addicted to bad bitches, adrenaline fast living, record label, send a contract, I wipe my ass with it. Outlaws, no ass kissing, just like Johnny Cash did it. Yeah, this city, we been going hard long before they named the bars after country music stars. These cars tell them stories of them barroom brawls, the nights we stood in line to hit a line in bathroom stalls. Hit that Tiger Market 30 deep on Friday night. We gon' cruise, holler at girls, and just ride all night. I got blood drops in my whiskey. There's too many neon lights. No familiar hometown faces. Beneath these guitars late at night. These were stomping grounds once upon a time. Now it's all glam and flashy. I guess I'm old school, going down slow, like them outlaw classics. Son, I was 17 years old, still wet behind my fucking ears. 5 deep in the prime of Monte Carlo, bumping through the Ville. Country as a mater from the outskirts of the sketchy danger zone. All I knew was feeding chickens, chasing girls, and getting home. Past 2 o'clock, Music City went to sleep. Now it's me in New York City with a bunch of shiny teeth. Yeah, they running out of room, but dog, I'm used to pushing and shoving. I dove in every bar from Broadway to fucking DeMario. You ain't never seen a man with no legs jam out with the fiddle. You ain't never seen the witch with spoons get down and wear the whistle. You ain't never been surrounded by some rich kids up his band. He broke a beer bottle and chased them bitches all the way to Cactus West. Blood drops in my whiskey. There's too many neon lights. No familiar hometown faces. Beneath these guitars late at night. These were stomping grounds once upon a time. Now it's all glam and flashy. I guess I'm old school, going down slow, like them outlaw classics.
Let the band play.
Church. I am the redneck bitch. Ha! Hillbilly. Hey! Hillbilly. Yeah! Came from the bottom like well water, bitch, 6-string, quick picking, what's good, motherfucker? Rebel flag bandana, chromed out, Harley Davidson, damn motherfucker. I stay all up in the limelight, higher than a damn kite. Might be sipping whiskey, trying to story of a bar fight. On MTV with a torchlight, smoking up a blunt while I'm playing with some tenor like bitch. I'm the barefoot rapper, everybody keeping distance from. You hear my name, you know I don't play what the fuck I'm about, where I came from. I know a lot of rednecks, know a lot of real thugs, know a lot of hillbillies, toting scraped up guns, know a lot of motherfuckers in the huddles where I'm from. With a huge pig farm, no fingers, no gold. Hillbilly. Beer bottle to your head to the beat of my kick drum. Raised in the South, rough hands with slick tongues. Ain't no shit, start of a bitch, come to get some. Sipping on yeast on a vibe, got the milk jug, middle finger kind of guy. Packing me a big ass 1911. Truck so motherfucking loud, God could probably hear that shit way up in heaven. I'm the guy these wannabes rap about in damn near all their weak verses. Got that fire like a devil's son, but you know I'm accepted in all churches. Death to these weak rappers in the studio in a black hearse. Bitch, I'm sick like Zika virus. I'm the king now, some bitch close. Hillbilly, 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 I don't care if you don't like me, shit, you can bite me in a Facebook beat. If you wanna come and fight me, don't like button heads like it down like a ball. Stick my thumb in your head and the mouth like a skull. Hillbilly, 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 oh yeah. Oh Lord, I ain't never gonna run from no one. You fucking with the wrong one, yeah. 'Cause you can get it right, you can get it right. Run up, catch hell, take this L, you can get it right. Oh Lord, I ain't never gonna run from no one. You fucking with the wrong one, yeah. 'Cause you can get it right, you can get it right. Run up, catch hell, take this L, you can get it right. My throne, this is my throne. Heavy is the crown and this shit is so cold like my veins. I ain't never lied, casting out these demons like I'm casting out a line. Okay, chill, calm your horses, you get killed like abortions. I'm so real, make you feel them bullets hit you in your torso. How you want it, you can get it, split them like some firewood. I'm just out here by myself, wish a motherfucker would. Okay, hit him with a buckshot, no fuck shit, go ahead, call the cops, no fucks to give. What's up, bitch, looking for a lick, well shit, I'm pissed. I don't need no pistol, hit him with fist, life's a bitch, mine's a hooker and she's rich, and I'm a pimp, so up that money, miss me with that funny shit. Country rappers make me sick, half of y'all can't rap for shit. Coming at you like a pit, then I'm passing you like Vic. I feel bad for laughing when this half-ass rapping gonna quit. I ain't known for running, but just know I came to run this shit for real. Oh Lord, I ain't never gonna run from no one. You fucking with the wrong one, yeah. 'Cause you can get it right, you can get it right. Run up, catch hell, take this L, you can get it right.
Oh Lord, I ain't never gonna run from no one. You fucking with the wrong one, yeah. 'Cause you can get it right, you can get it right. Run up, catch hell, take this L, you can get it right. 2 times, hit 'em 2 times. Casting out these demons like I'm casting out a line. I ain't lying, fist fight. Who it like a girl in the woods, spinning tires. Painless like a pearl. Ayy, we got the sauce, you with the crust. Feel the hit, sit down deep in your gut. One total gunshot, made the bar rock with the fuck. Middle finger up, cook 'em in the crock pot. High bad while he's running, what up? You ain't never seen me coming, shut up. All my critics, mind your business. Ain't hear nothing but some crickets. Butter you up like homemade biscuits. Don't kiss ass, but damn sure kick it. Bitches, I'm up in these trenches, but still looking like a princess. Princess up in lifted trucks. No DJ, but I mix it up. No replay, so live it up. Don't take L's, we winning, yup. We winning. Come get it. You fake it. We live. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh Lord, I ain't never gonna run from no one. You fucking with the wrong one, yeah. 'Cause you can get it right, you can get it right. Run up, catch hell, take this L, you can get it right. Oh Lord, I ain't never gonna run from no one. You fucking with the wrong one, yeah. 'Cause you can get it right, you can get it right. Run up, catch hell, take this L, you can get it right.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam? smart stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, thank you and welcome for joining us once again for the High Country Trucking Series Season 3, race number 4 at Martinsville Motor Speedway for the Virginia is for Lovers 125. Gonna be a little different race here as happy hour is getting ready to end right now. As a matter of fact, we're gonna jump right into qualifying. There you see the flags coming out to end in that last hour of practice. We're going to get ready to go here into qualifying, see who jumps out there for us, see who we can find. Looks like last year's champion, the 33, Brian Maskell Jr. is going to go ahead and jump out there on track. Going to go ahead and just stay with him, ride with him for his up-to-speed laps, his 2 qualifying laps, see how we go from there. Excuse me. 33 of Brian Maskell Jr. was the fastest in that happy hour, putting it on pole as we speak right now, coming around to take his 2nd lap, see if he can improve on that 2021. And he doesn't, runs a 2033 that time. He'll go ahead and start shutting it down. We're going to go ahead and look for somebody else to jump on board with. Looks like Travis Arthur just got finished his laps. Looking for somebody that's just now coming up to speed. Looked like the 66 of Donnie Stobbs is out there for us now. Coming around, I believe, to take his 2nd lap. Gonna have to look to see if he starts shutting it down. Looks like Cody Terry is actually starting to come out of pit road, I believe. Sorry for a lot of the switching around right now. I'm just trying to find good stuff. It looks like Cody Terry is ending it. Donnie's the only one on track. The 3 of Mark Vyers. There we go. Gonna get us another full 2 laps here with ride with the 3 truck of Mark Vyers. Coming around to take his first time lap in qualifying here. Slots in 25th. Not sure that's where he's wanting to be. As he does not improve, we're going to jump on board with the 28. Well, he's bringing it down pit road right now. Looks like most of everybody's already done and set qualifying. Looks like I missed it, but Alan Westman, the 96, able to put that thing on pole today. Sorry, a little bit behind, a little messed up here. Anyways, got a little bit of time left in qualifying. Gonna see if we get anybody else out there going. Looks like the 94 is bringing it to a stop. I believe everybody's put in a time lap that's going to tonight. Looks like we got about 40 or so drivers. 27 have already took their qualifying laps. Top 5 as it sits right now. There you have it. Alan Westman in first. Brian Musco Jr. in second. The 97 of Andrew Nypower. The 77 of Lance Yancey. And is that Ricky Harden? That is Ricky. For some reason I was wanting to say Brandon, but that's Brandon Hartwell. So sorry for getting those two mixed up. So there you go. That's your top 5 for the Virginias, for Lovers 125. High Country Trucking Series. Race number 4 here at Martinsville Motor Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. Much different of a track than what we were on last week out there at Vegas. Gonna see if this season can hold true to what it's been doing all year so far. We've had three different tracks and 3 different winners. Gonna see if we can have our 4th different winner in Martinsville. Very first short track we're going to. Gonna be interesting to see if the patience is there with a lot of the guys. A long race here, 175 laps. Gonna take a long time to get around this little short paperclip half-mile racetrack. It's a lot different from Bristol. That's also a half-mile, but this just being so much flatter. The trucks depend so much more on the actual mechanics of the truck. Mechanical grip is what they call it. As you see there, qualifying is over with. Going to give you your qualifying order here. There you have it. Alan Westman able to hold on to the pole there. Alan was our winner at the opener in Daytona this year. Going to see if he can assert himself and go ahead and get himself his 2nd win. Try to give the guys everything to, somebody to shoot at, somebody to look at, and try to chase down. Gonna do a different ticker today. Instead of doing the time intervals, we're gonna just leave it on the position intervals, so you can just see who's up there the whole time during the race. Excuse me, sorry for that. Oh, like I said, long race here, 175 laps. These truck drivers do have one fast repair, as always, in Next Gen Racing on iRacing.com. We always have one fast repair, just because sometimes it's not your own doing, and especially at a short track, you really got to be selective when you use that. There's going to be beating and banging all day. Nobody's going to walk out of here with a clean truck. It's just whether you can minimize it and maximize your opportunities and take the thing to victory lane at the end of 175 of them, where it's going to be interesting to see if we got some comers and goers, who's up front early as tires wear and go on through the run. If we have long green flag runs, which I know a lot of these truck drivers probably want, it's going to be really hard to do when you're all bunched up. for these first couple laps, but hopefully everything gets sorted out and going. For some reason, I don't know why. My timing messed up. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to deal with. Okay, don't know why the ticker is off up there either. So we're just going to get rid of that for a minute, guys. Bear with me on that. We're going to get set to go green flag racing anyway here in just 1 second, so stay up here on that 96 car of Alan Westman. He's got the 33 of Brian Muskel Jr. right beside him in the outside row for the start of this race. These truck drivers going to get ready to fire off in the restart lane, and green flag is out. You know, for some reason the ticker up there is off a little bit. It's a little concerning. Maybe it'll sort itself out. There it goes, Alan Westman. There you go. It's all starting to sort itself out. Just a little haywire there on the start. Anyway, Alan Westman able to dig down there on the bottom since the start of this race. Started himself up there in first place. 33 struggling just a little bit, running a higher line right now through the corners. Caution is out already on the racetrack. Not really sure who that was. That may have been the 44 of Adam Novak. Not quite sure about that. Anyways, those folks, we're just going to keep on rolling here. Already a caution within the first 2 laps. That's got to be a little concerning for some of these truck drivers out there, as it's gonna make for a long night here. You know, it's a short track, but under caution, these laps take a little over a minute or so. Get a lot of caution laps. It's going to be a long, boring night. Some of them may have to have cushions in their trucks because their ass might actually start to hurt just sitting there for so long. Even though we only run about half the distance, still can be challenging here on sim racing. iRacing.com, best simulator you can ever get a hold of. That's why we have some of the best truck drivers out here on iRacing in the Next Gen Racing League on iRacing.com. You're watching the High Country Trucking Series Season 3, race number 4 at Martinsville, Virginia. The Virginia's for Lovers 125. Broadcast to you by Next Gen Racing Productions across Twitch and YouTube. Go over to either one of those channels, check us out, like us, hit that subscribe and the bell. Get hooked up anytime we go live. Working lap number 5 now. Alan Westman's still your leader. It looks like pace car lights are out. These truck drivers are going to start getting double filed once again. Alan Westman fires off on the inside, gets a good jump on the 33, the 97, trying to fill that hole and stick that 33 out there. 33 of Brian Muskel Jr. still digging hard out there on the outside. The 97 not giving up any room, still digging on the inside. Caution is out once again. Something must be going on in the back of the pack. We're gonna have to take a different perspective here. See if we can't pick anything up. Gonna take away from our leader though. Hopefully I don't miss anything up front. Trying to watch the back of the field. Stuff like this kind of tends to happen when you're You go from a super speedway of over 2 miles down to 1.5 mile tracks, 1 mile tracks, and then into a real short, tight, heavy braking half-mile track like this, the paperclip here at Martinsville. If you've ever been here, you know that you're actually coming up out of the corners. The infield is kind of sunk down into it. It's one hell of a facility. If you ever get a chance to go out there, you need to go out there. Martinsville famous hot dog, yeah, I'm not truly a fan of it, to be honest. Ate it a couple times, and yeah, it wasn't that great. Not for me. Anyways, though, 96, Alan Westman still your leader. We've had just a rash of cautions early here in Virginia's for Lovers 125 High Country Trucking Series, race number 4. Alan was your pole winner. I think that worked out to his benefit with these early cautions in the back of the pack. I'm just thinking it's guys just checking up a little too hard or not checking up enough, maybe getting a little sideways wheel hopping going into the corners or getting ran into a little bit into the corners, not quite sure. We're going to restart this race with our leaders up here up front and then try to jump back in the field, see what's going on back there, see if we can see anything. Hopefully these boys can clean it up a little bit more. Get some green flag racing out here because this track can be loads and loads of fun if you get the right group of guys at the right time. Alright, as it looks like the field is now on 2 to go as the pace car lights still are on. So for my first shout out here tonight, want to go ahead and shout out Kane Bryson. Kane's one of the young warriors out there on the Haywood Elite Wrestling team that ventured up to Wildwood, New Jersey this weekend to wrestle in the Youth Nationals up there for NCWA. Good job up there, Kane, man. Proud of you, buddy. You did a good job, wrestled your heart out. Glad to see you getting home safe. See you at practice this week, little man. Coach Bryson, once again, you always do one hell of a job, man. So proud of you, too. As the pace car lights are now off, working through 1 and 2. As you see some cars there just now getting off pit road, they're going to have to hustle those machines around to try to even catch up to the field before they go back green. That's going to be a tough task to do. Pace car is off. The restart is in the hands of the 96 this whole time right now. It's all in his hands. Whenever he wants to fire off, he can go. See when he takes advantage of that. He fires off a little bit early. Brian Muscale Jr. on the outside gets a better jump than before. Not able to clear that 97 just yet. 97 still down there digging on the outside, making the 33 take the long way around on the outside. They're almost clear of each other back there. Brian Muscale Jr. up the track just a little bit. Andrew Nypower giving him the Nypower? Nypower. God, I always get confused on that one. Andrew, don't shoot me, buddy. I'm going to start getting it right, I promise. Anyways, as the front 3 begin to sort themselves out a little bit, Alan Westman up to a half-second lead, still maintaining the lead for all 13 laps of 14 laps, I'm sorry. We're working lap 15. Caution is out once again, back in the back of the pack. Looking for it. Not able to see right now. Right when I was about to go back through the field to try to give you a little bit more action, something happens. And there you have it. Once again, under caution here at Martinsville Motor Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. While we got the time, we're gonna do a little something different here. I'm gonna run through the field. Do something a little different here. See there, your leader, 96 of Alan Westman. In second place, Brian Muscale Jr. in the 33. Andrew Nypower. Andrew in power. Impound. Yes, impound. Sorry. In third place, Lance Yancey in the 77 machine right there, slotted in fourth. Ricky Harden in the number 2. In fifth place behind him in sixth, we have the 87 of Carl Dotson. Behind him, you have the 32 of PJ Popham. In eighth place, you have the 5 machine of Brandon Hartwell. Ninth place is Joshua. And rounding out the top 10 is Brian Kaufman. So there you have it, folks. That's your top 10 right now as they run. Gonna jump back up here on board with your leader. Not really sure what's happening back there in the back, so we're gonna change up just a little bit, just slightly. See if that will help the perspective at all. As we're gonna jump on up there with our spotter cam, brought to you by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet's always been a part of the league ever since its inception, way back in the console days of PS3 and the brief venture into PS4 on that terrible game, NASCAR Heat. Terrible game. Anyways, that's when a lot of us made this jump. Always had backing and support of all the guys out there at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, especially the driver of that 33 machine lined up outside right now in second. Been in second place the entire race. Although the 96 of Alan Westman has been your leader since the drop of the green flag. Pace car's been ducked off. 96 has fired off. Didn't even have a chance to say anything. 33 out there on the outside, able to make that outside work. He's been running 3 wide back there through the pack. Oh my gosh. People into each other. Looks like that was Lance Yancey. Lance Yancey. Sorry. See, there you have it, Lance Yancey just getting turned just a little bit right there on the corner exit, just not able to get that machine rolling, and trouble back there in the pack after that. So, top 5 has pretty much stayed the same all night right there. Lance Yancey and part of the top 5 until that incident there. None of these trucks have chose to come down pit lane yet. It's going to be interesting to see when they decide to go ahead and pull it on down there. None of your top 3, 4, none of those have pitted. Looks like that may have been the 824. No, not 24. I'm not sure who that was involved with the 77 of Lance Yancey. Would have had to get a closer look than the one that I got to figure that one out. It's all said and done though, but tempers will start flaring soon here, especially in these confined quarters. It creates tight, close racing. You have to be really alert at all times. People's braking points change throughout the runs. People overdrive the corner every few laps. It's very, very hard to run the same exact lap consistently for any amount of laps just back to back. It's very hard to do. Your braking points are just never quite the same. Your throttle points are never quite where they should have been. And that's why the mechanical grip here at Martinsville is just so overwhelmingly important. You'll notice there's probably going to be some trucks out here with some bent up fenders, some banged in quarter panels, and they're going to be running pretty decently. The downforce and aerodynamics really don't come into play as much at a short track like this as they would at, say, a track like Charlotte or a track like Texas, Pocono, Atlanta even though we've already been to Atlanta. And your winner of that race, John Jenkins, not sure where he's at in the field tonight. I do believe he is on track somewhere, though. Gonna take a look back here through the field. Yes, John Jenkins, your second race winner. As we go back, green flag red. Sorry about that, got a little distracted. Alan Westman off to a big lead out there on the outside. Brian Muskelton gets past finally for second place by Andrew Empower. Brian Kaufman in that 8 machine deep into the corner that time. Gonna jump on board here and watch this close, tight battle for just 1 second. Brian Kaufman digging down there on the corner on the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Brian Kaufman with the edge going into turn 3. Able to get on the brakes, make it stick. A little bit of contact with the back of the 33. That's what I said, folks. There's going to be beating and banging all night long, all over the track. It's going to be just absolute chaos as we jump onto a couple different camera views and just let you see the nature of this beast. It's just there's literally cars everywhere right now. No matter where you look, no matter where you are, there's a car somewhere. And it's just absolutely amazing. As we rejoin your front lead pack, as the 8 was able to get by the 33 of Brian Musco Jr. now dropping back to 5th place now, as the 97 machine is able to drive up there to that 96 of Alan Westman. Andrew Empower all over the bumper. That 96 machine caution is out one more time. Looks like it may have been a little further back in the back. Gonna try to see if we can find it. Looked like the 57 and the 19 may have been into 57 into the back of one truck, into him, into the 19. Just a bunch of chain reactions there, causing a lot of issues. Didn't look like it was too horrible. That's just what happens. Tight racing like that goes on, as we're gonna go back with your leader. Still the 96, Alan Westman. Top 5 starting to look just slightly different, with the 96 of Alan Westman slotting in first, 97 of Andrew Empower in second, Brian Kaufman in the 8 machine third, 5th we have Brandon Hartwell now in 5th place, Brian Musco Jr. in the 33 Chevy. Gonna have to see what anybody does. Not really getting long green flag runs. Tires aren't really an issue just yet, I wouldn't believe, because we're still working at least 2 to go. Trucks in and off the pit road. Looks like the 19 machine of Rick Reinert coming off the pit road right now in front of the pace car. Gonna be interesting to see if that 97 can get a good restart on the outside. The 96 has been able to jump, get it, well, not necessarily jump, but get a good jump on the field these last couple restarts and just maintain his lead from there. He's led all 32, 33 laps now, as we're going to begin to work lap 34. Pace car lights should be going off. That's a big negative on that. We got one more lap around at least. So after this restart, we're gonna jump back somewhere around the 15th place or so, bring you a little bit of back of the pack action, because it seems to be heating up back there a whole lot. A lot of cars, looks like from 20th on back, have made at least one pit stop, if not more. Still have 37 trucks out there right now. Only 33 of them are on the lead lap. when you go a lap down here at Martinsville, it can be really, really troublesome to try to make it up. Especially with the unpredictability here at such a track. I mean, you never really quite know when it's going to go green. As the pace car ducks off on the pit road, in your leader's hands, the 96 of Alan Westman, as they're working through 3 and 4 right now, coming off of 4. They're off to start the race to take lap 36, not start the race. Sorry about that. 97 of Andrew Power out there on the outside, maintaining well this time. Better jump than before for most of those guys. Going to stay here for a second until we get this sorted out up front and then try to go back through the pack, as they're still side by side for second, third, sixth, all right there together. Going back into turn 1. As that 8 machine washes up just a little bit. They're still side by side coming out of 3 and 4. Andrew Power able to finally get by that 8, as the 8 still working the bottom down there, not letting them go there. Finally gets the job done, as there's just small battles all over, all the way back here, even for 17th, 18th, 19th. Look at that gaggle of a mess right there. Just look at all those trucks all over each other. You see the 46 of Justin Walters down there on the bottom, trying to make his way through that. You still see a ton of trucks back behind them. That's what I said, folks. Most of the front is starting to get a little single filed out. Right here, looks like the 86 of Travis Arthur may be holding up some of the field, as the 2 car, Ricky Harden, goes down low, tries to make the pass. Gonna try to get the grip off of 2 down the back stretch. Still inside, he should be able to clear. The 86 of Travis Arthur coming out of 4 here. Gets the run off, there you go, and he's by him right there. Caution is out again. Looked like we had a truck backwards right there. Not sure who it was. Oh man, sometimes these short tracks, man, they can be a handful. Just guys all over the top of each other at all times, like I said earlier. See most of the leaders start to get back single file where they were before and everything. But once again, under caution here at Martinsville Speedway, caution number 6, 26 laps. Still have 133 laps to go here at Martinsville Motor Speedway for the Virginia's for Lovers 175. I don't know why I've been calling it the Virginia's for Lovers 125. It's the Virginia's for Lovers 175. So glad I made that correction. Small details, but you got to get them right. We're going to jump up to a just a different view. I mean, why not? Up here to the blimp. Those cars look so little down there right now, but just gives you a little bit of perspective of how close everything is here at Martinsville. How confined of a racing area you have right there. I mean, think about being on the interstate. To maybe 3-lane interstate, 3 wide down the back stretch or front stretch. You're kind of pushing it. So just think about that, and you're doing 90 to 100, 140 or so, and then slamming on the brakes and still going 100 miles an hour through a corner with a truck right beside you, just right on your bumper. And that's what these truck drivers are dealing with right now. Just off on some braking points, throttle points, things of that nature. I believe they'll get it all sorted out here shortly. As we're working lap 45 of 175 in the High Country Trucking Series Season number 3, race number 4. Brought to you by Next Gen Racing on iRacing.com and broadcast to you by Next Gen Racing Productions on Twitch and YouTube. We get ready to go back green flag racing. 96 of Alan Westman gets off to a good start, spins the tires a little bit, lets the 97 of Andrew Empower get back to him. 5 of Braden Hartwell slot in third right now, followed by the 66 of Donnie Stobbs and the 22 of Cody Terry, breaking into the top 5 for the first time tonight. 33 of Brian Muskel Jr. still stuck out there on the outside, going to have to give up that 5th position. As Cody Terry now solidly into the top 5. We're going to go ahead and jump back through the field just a little. 3 wide coming off of turn 2. That's not going to work very long if they continue to drive and do things like that. Jump back here somewhere around 10th place, on board with the 53 of Darren. Ooh, big hard wreck. Not sure what that was about. Not sure why he was checking up like that. Not sure what really happened there. That is interesting. Not really sure. We're going to go ahead and jump back on board with the leaders. Most of these leaders haven't even pitted. As the way they stand right now, looks like the top 14 trucks have stayed on the track the entire time. Even though we've had what is now our 7th caution, they've elected to stay out and choose track position over fresh tires. And right now that may be a good strategy call. You see some of the trucks coming off the pit road there, like the 57 of Damon Cox going to try to beat the pace car off. Looks like he does. Able to stay on the lead lap. That was very close, though. That was one of the most exciting battles all night. just playing around. You know, I've been out there in these trucks, and I can tell you, it's not simple. It's not easy. There's wall, curb, truck, wall. There's just nowhere to hide, nowhere to go, nowhere to get out of the way. If you overdrive the entry and there's a truck on the outside, they're just along for the ride because you are too. See the 24 of Gavin Martin last 2 weeks ago, not last week because we were off, but the week before that was your winner. The 24, Gavin Martin at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, having some issues here tonight, not running the way he would like to see. The one that I would be concerned with, that 5 truck. That 5 truck has arrived on the scene up here with the leaders. And if you've been paying attention through our first 3 races, that 5 truck seems to always find his way up here to the front. And then bad luck always seems to strike late in the race. He's got to be concerned about that. But we're going to get ready to go back green flag racing here at Martinsville Motor Speedway as we come around turn 4 the hands of the 96 as he fires off. Andrew Empower with a great restart out there on the outside. Holding well outside right now. See if he can get the drive off the corner coming down the backstretch. He's able to. Caution is out. Gonna have to see who's the leader come to the line. Do believe they're gonna give it to that 97. yes, it appears that the 97 at the last scoring loop was in front of that 96. We have your first lead change. 97 of Andrew in power. God, somebody's gonna shoot me if I'm getting his name wrong still. Nye Power. Yes, it's Nye Power. Oh, Lord have mercy. Nye Power. I won't forget it again, Andrew, buddy. I promise you that. Able to get a great restart on the outside there that last time. The 97 of Andrew Nye Power was able to get the lead as he's coming down pit road. The leader's staying out. Oh, no. That's interesting. Led a couple laps under caution. He's going to fall back, probably back somewhere in the low teens, if not low 20s. Not sure if that's going to work out into his favor, but when all these other trucks stop, as long as Andrew hasn't had any trouble, when all these other trucks stop, he's going to be able to stay out on the track and get that track position back. So that's going to be interesting to see as the 96 of Alan Westman retakes the lead. After giving the lead up on that last restart, I wonder if the 5 of Brandon Hartwell was paying attention at all to that restart and how Andrew Niepower did that. Because if you're able to stay with him going into turn 1, and you can get the throttle off, you can get the pass made on the outside coming down the back stretch. Inside lane's going to have to check up a little bit harder as not to just finish you off and run you straight up the track. So you can usually get that pass made and done. That's what the 97 of Andrew Niepower was able to do. Wonder if the 5 is going to be able to do it. The 66 of Donnie Staub's making an appearance up here in the top 5, running in 3rd right now. In 4th place, you have the 22 of Cody Terry. Back inside the top 5 once again is the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. Coming in 6th, the 43 of Craig Learman. 7th, the 99 of Eric Blunt. Haven't really spoke much about Eric in that 99 machine tonight. Been kind of quiet. Finally breaking inside the top 10, running in 7th. The 53 of Darren in 8th place. And in 9th, we have Tommy Bush in the 16 machine. And in 10th place, the 12 of Trent Grum. Just to check on some of our leaders here. Going to give you that rundown. Not our leaders, our winners of the season. Our first race winner at Daytona International Motor Speedway was the 96 of Alan Westman. He's running in first place, as you see right there. Our second race winner, the 7 machine of John Jenkins, running in 14th. Gavin Martin, last week's winner. Last race winner is running. Where is Gavin? Looks like Gavin is in 24th as we get ready to go green flag racing. Alan Westman coming around the corner. Off to a good jump that time. Stacks up the inside line. The 5 doesn't get as good of a restart. Not going to be able to get the pass done right there. As you hear some beating and banging trucks going sideways a little bit back there in the back. Oh my goodness. Caution's out once again here at Martinsville Motor Speedway. With all that happening, we're going to wait and see if the leaders come down pit road this time. If so, that's going to work out for the 97. Ooh, big trouble for the 94. Big trouble smoking right there. He's going to have to go ahead and use one of his fast repairs, that's for sure. Looks like the leaders are going to stay out. So with that being said, we'll be right back. Alright, folks, we're back here at Martinsville, Virginia for the Virginia's for Lovers 175 High Country Trucking Series Season 3, Race Number 4, brought to you by Next Gen Racing on iRacing.com, broadcast to you on Twitch and YouTube by Next Gen Racing Productions. As we get ready to go back green flag racing, working lap 67 coming to take lap 68 of 175. Pace car lights are out. The leader, 96 of Alan Westman, pretty much been the leader all day. 97 of Andrew Nypower able to get the leads just briefly from him. Then went down pit road and got fresh tires. 96 gained the lead again as he has it coming off of 4. Takes off. 5 a little bit better start on the outside that time. Still not able to keep up with that 96 going into turn 1. Slots in second place. Third and fourth now side by side. You go down the back stretch. Gonna work back through the field just a little bit further. Jump back here around 10th place or so. See how things are starting to sort themselves out. Gonna jump back just a little bit further now. Right here around 14th, 15th, 16th. All in that range. Trucks all over each other, still side by side. One in the wall back there in the back. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, don't want to see that going on. Might have to change some things. Woo. Hate when I see that happen. So we're gonna try to see if we can take care of that. Jump back up here with our leaders. Just a little bit too much going on back there for me. Everything seems to have worked itself back out here for us. 5 car Brandon Hartwell all over the bumper now of the 96 of Alan Westman. Working off turns 2 down the back stretch into turn 3. Still not able to do anything with them there. We're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to try it out, see how it works. We're going to cut the mics off here and just give you some race sound. A little bit of crank it up action. Alright folks, there you go. A couple different cameras I was working on. Not sure if y'all like them or not. I love them. I love just hearing the engine sometimes. We begin to work lap traffic. The 5 machine all over the 96 right now. Looks like the top 5 still all within about a second and a half of each other. So this is interesting. Starting to get a little green flag run going here. The 5 machine's not fading on the 96 as the 22 of Cody Terry's right on his bumper. Followed by the 66 of Don Stobbs and the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. About a second back on your leader as there's another caution. Looks like the 12 was definitely involved in that. We're going to have to take a look, see what happened there. Just looked like some really rough racing going on right there. That's all that looked like to me. Not sure who that was. It was a yellow truck, definitely. Not sure that was a 24, though, of Gavin Martin. I don't believe that's who that was. But anyways, we're going to We're going to jump back on board with your leader, who is on pit road now. Looks like the actual leader now is the 7 of John Jenkins, who hasn't pitted yet. Has stayed out there on what's going to be 80 lap old tires. The 97 of Andrew Nypower right there in second place. Only 22 laps on his tires, so he's going to have a big advantage on the leader, the 7 of John Jenkins, your race number 2 winner at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So he knows how to get the job done. Looks like the 46 of Justin Walters also electing to stay out. Him and John Jenkins are the only ones that haven't made a pit stop yet. So first and third on the track. Looks like the 46 ducking it down on the pit road now. Gonna go ahead and decide better of it. The 7 of John Jenkins still staying out there. Not sure if that's going to be a wise move or not. As you see the 44 in front of him waiting to get a wave around. Get one of his laps back. I believe he may be multiple laps down, actually, the 44 machine. It looks like the 44 is going to end up back on the lead lap when he takes his wave around here. Looks like he stopped not too long ago under one of our last cautions. So, working lap number 82 of 175. Want to take a minute to give a shout out to all the young warriors out there at Haywood Elite Wrestling Club. Sandra Hill, Ariana World, Kate Bryson, Cole Bryson, Bryson Chapel, Isaac Young, Mason, Jacoby, Caven. So many more to name, guys. We're going back Green Flag Racing. Love every one of y'all. 7 machine fires off the 97 of Andrew Nypower. Andrew Nypower not able to get as good of a restart. 5 able to maintain side by side with him as they come off turn 2 down the back stretch. The 7 machine still up front. Slow truck on the inside. Hope that doesn't cause some carnage going back through the field. 5 trucks still down there on the inside, able to finally slot in second in front of Andrew Nypower. The 5 of Brandon Hartwell has the freshest of those 3, hitting 5 laps ago. That would be the last caution that we had. As these drivers tend to work anywhere from 3 to 7 laps under caution on their tires. So looks like we're getting a little bit of issues going on. Hopefully they sort themselves out. Not really sure what else I can do. It's gonna really bother me though. So folks, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna have to take a moment, get something sorted out really quick. Be right back with you.
Tell them boys power up, drink till you throw up. If they hang, you gon' tell them get they dough up. Party through the night till the sun up. Hustle all day, no breaks till you come
You
up.
better slow. You better slow. You got green, purple, brown, white, gone almost every night. That one at the crib when you get home, she gon' get you right. You don't play games and they know what's up. If it ever go bad, you gon' pop your trunk. Hey, extend up with that Keisha, them boys better dub when they see you. You got plenty guns, you eager. You gon' fire off with that Nina. It's get dough and modo. It's smoke dro and motro. You feel like that's real life? That's real life? Oh no, get all the girls that you want. That ain't gon' make you a man. Waste all the time that you want. You wasting your time. You ain't gon' get it again. Lie to yourself and keep thinking you winning. You know in your heart that this ain't really living. I am your brother. I want so much more for you. You can be more if you listen and slow down.
Boys power up, drink till you throw up. If they hang, you gon' tell them get they dough up. Party through the night till the sun up. Hustle out.
All right, folks, everything worked out. Everything's back to normal. Sorry about that. A little bit of a technical difficulty. Got everything straightened out, though, as you haven't missed anything. The 7 machine's still in the lead. The 5's now starting to challenge pretty hard. 7 looks like he scraped the wall on exit right there. Going back down into turn 1. The 5 with the advantage on the outside, on the inside. Sorry. 7 able to maintain big move down underneath the 71 to keep the lead. Big, bold move by the 7 there to try to keep this lead. I don't know if I would have made that move. That was well, quite frankly, a pretty ballsy move. As it looks like these guys have now opened up about a second lead over third place of Andrew Nypower. 66 of Donnie Stobbs in 4th place, the 22 of Cody Terry in 5th, Craig Learman in the 43, in 6th place in 7th to 33 of Brian Muskello Jr., 8th, 16 of Tommy Bush, 9th place with 96 of Alan Westman, your early leader of the race, and then 10th place to 53 of Darren. Looks like the 7's starting to struggle a little bit, as it looks like we've only got about 12 cars on the lead lap at this point in time due to pit strategy and things of that nature taking place. A lot of cars being stuck a lap down or more. The 7 of John Jenkins still out there working lap 100 on the, almost lap 100 on these tires. Lap 95 or 96 to be exact, still maintaining the lead. Gaggle of lap down cars all in front of him, up the track in front of the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Brandon Hartwell's heart had to have dropped right there. As I stated earlier, he's run good week after week and just had bad luck out of nowhere, taking him out of contention late in the races. You see a lot of cars battling it out now. We're going to switch up, give you a little bit of different view. Hopefully we don't lose too much of the, well, let's just go back to this one right here. Looks like we'll lose that battle, and I want to keep us going on this battle right here between the 7 and the 5, working through lap traffic. Heavy side-by-side lap traffic. The 46 and the 31 in front of your leaders, the 7 and the 5. Almost 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. That's the nose of the 7 machine crinkled up like that. The 46 trying to give them room on the outside out there, trying not to interfere with him or the 5 as they're racing for the lead. 1.5 seconds now in front of the 97 of Andrew Nypower. John Jenkins absolutely amazing on these tires right now. 100 lap tires. As caution is out again here at Martinsville Motor Speedway. I believe that is our 8th caution of the evening. 11th, wow, 11th for 50 laps out of 100. Still 75 laps to go. Gotta be thinking, yes, John Jenkins does go on pit road. The 5 does as well. Looks like most of your leaders are going to be coming down pit road. Going to keep my eye on that, because that 46 machine is actually at least 1, maybe 2 laps down. We're going to keep our eyes on pit exit here. As you see cars trying to stay out. Wonder if they're trying to inherit the lead or what's going on with that. Haven't seen the 7 of John Jenkins come off of pit road just yet. Looks like a lot of these cars are lap down cars. The 97 of Andrew Nypower able to come off pit road in front of a lot of your other cars. Looks like Craig Learman may actually have gotten the lead back. Nope, sorry, Donnie Stobbs. The 66 has stayed out. The 66, the 22, the 43, the 99, 1, the 16, 96, 40, 45, all elected to stay out that time. That's all the way back to 8th place. So starting in 9th is Andrew Nypower, that I believe is back on pit road. Interesting. Yes, a lot of those cars that were just out there are now being scored a lap down, having to go back down pit road, I believe. That's going to be a big problem to overcome this late in the race. As we're on lap 103 of 175 here at Martinsville, Virginia, at Martinsville Motor Speedway for the High Country Trucking Series race number 4 in season number 3. Been an eventful night. Definitely know there's some tempers probably flaring down there. Haven't really pulled up any drivers to speak to, just because I know how short track racing can be. See, the base car lights are off. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Gonna go back green flag, taking lap 105 of 175 here at Martinsville, Virginia for the Virginia's for Lovers 175. The leader of the 66 is Donnie Staubs down on the inside, fires off, gets a good jump on the 22 of Cody Terry. 43 of Craig Learman trying to take that second position away. Cody Terry goes wide into turn 2, off the exit, real close to the wall. 43 of Craig Learman trying to take that second position away now. Working hard down off the bottom. Trying to get a launch off as the 66 is now set sail on these two, battling out for second position right now. Cars in the grass all over the bumpers. That's a big mess back there. We're going to go ahead and try to jump back there and see what's going on. Did you see the 5 involved? 16, the 97, the 7, all those guys. Actually, they are not a lap down. They're still on the lead lap. 15 cars on the lead lap as we under caution once again here at Martinsville Motor Speedway. Gonna jump back up with your leader, see what he decides to do here. Once again, back to my shout outs. Want to give a shout out to 946 Designs, Justin Walters and Travis Smith. Those two gentlemen do an excellent job on paint jobs. Go check them out on Facebook. Anything you want, pretty much, just hit them up. They can do amazing things with the paint jobs on not just the trucks, but cars, dirt cars, whatever you want. Hit them up, check them out. Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, as I stated earlier, always with the league. Thank you for always being around. All the love and support is greatly appreciated. I want to give a shout out to all of you guys watching, whether you're family, friends, or just passerby. And appreciate you coming in, watching for a little bit. You're why I do this, to give not only our drivers a perspective to go back and watch later, but to allow any friends, family, supporters that they have to watch in and get to see what this is all about. See why we are so passionate about it. Everything that these trucks do, as you see right there, the gear shift shaking, you can feel that in your wheel. Every little bump, every little nook and cranny you can feel on these laser scan tracks. iRacing is bar none the best simulator in the world when it comes to racing simulators. As you're looking into your leader of the 66 of Donnie Staubs, just checking out his paint scheme there just a little bit. Paint scheme is a helmet, things of that nature. Top 5, way different than what it's looked all evening. Your top 5 is brought to you by 946 Designs and Haywood Elite Wrestling. First place, the 66 of Donnie Staubs. And second place, Craig Learman in the 43. And the third place, the 22 of Cody Terry. 4th place, Colton Geist in the 1 machine. And 5th, the 99 of Eric Blunt. Field begins to get double file here. Pace car lights are out coming out of turn 2. I apologize, pace car out, lights are out this time behind. As truck drivers will now start to get a side-by-side double file restart. Sorry. All right. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing in the hands of the 66. Donnie Stobbs taking off a little bit early off of the exit. Clears everybody. No problem as the 22 of Cody Terrier and the 43 of Craig Learman. Oh, Colton Geist sideways. Able to collect it. Back in again. See if that's going to bring out a caution, as it does. Just melee and mayhem back there with Colton Geist. Other trucks involved with it at that point in time. Well, while we're working caution, I'm going to take a real quick break here. Be right back. Ow! Alright, none of the action missed here on Next Gen Racing Productions. Just a lot of time to kill under caution. Took a little break. Got a little something to drink. Anyways, as it stands right now, inside your top I believe 7. Yes, your top 7 are all truck drivers that have not won yet this year. So the possibility of having a different driver win the beginning 4 races would be something I don't think we've ever had to deal with before. 4 slots of the chase being filled so quickly this early into the season. Going to mean a lot of racing. Hard racing is going to be coming your way in the High Country Trucking Series, brought to you by Next Gen Racing on iRacing.com. Man, I tell you what, it's gonna be really interesting later on in the season to see how this all plays out. If we can get another winner or 2 here in our first 5 or 6 races, that'd be almost half of the chase already locked in within the first 6 races. That would be just unfathomable. But that just shows you the level of talent that is involved in this league. I know some of you out there watching might be saying, well, I mean, you've had 10 cautions. How can you be that talented? And my response to that is, You come out here with 43 other really skilled drivers and see how well it goes. But other than that, we're getting ready to work lap 120 of 175 as the 66 fires off once again in that same spot coming out of turn 4. Cody Terry in the 22 fires off right along with him, about one back, right behind him, hard into turn 1, trying to get a run now. Looks like the 22 is diving it in there pretty deep. The 43 of Craig Learman all over his bumper now, followed in closely by the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Right behind him is the 99 of Eric Blunt. Seems like most of these guys are going to start playing nice, so we're going to jump back just a little bit behind here. All the way back to 6th place. I say all the way back, but that's only a second and a half behind your leader, as you see right there. Ricky Barton and the 2 Machine and the 33 of Brian Muskel Jr. getting into each other just a little bit. Brian Muskel Jr. followed closely by the 7 of John Jenkins. Right behind John is the 45 of Douglas, 24 of Gavin Martin, the 97 of Andrew Nypower, the 53 of Darren, who's followed by the 13 of Colton Geist, who was just in that last little wreck. Must have got in there, got it fixed, beat and banged out. Got it back on the track, fixed up and working, and still inside the top 15. As it looks like we have 16 trucks on the lead lap still here. Working lap 124 of 175 at Martinsville, Virginia. Great racing going on. Gonna see. Looks like the leaders, looks like the 66 of Donnie is able to open up a little bit of a gap. We're going to see if there's any close battles. Looks like the 53, 45 are having a heck of a battle back here. We're going to jump along with them, see how that goes. Actually, we're going to go ahead and jump on board inside the cockpit of that 77 machine of Lance Yancey, just to get a view of what he sees here. And this is why I tell you, it's just, it's that hard. Truck right in front of you. All you can see is the curbing behind you right now. You can't even see if there's another truck until right there. You can't see what's on the right side of you sometimes. Just, I mean, there's trucks everywhere. Absolutely trucks everywhere right now. Amazing shot right there. Thank you, Lance, for having one of our many onboard cameras for us here at Martinsville Speedway for the Virginia's for the Lovers 175 High Country Trucking Series race number 4. Lance is stuck back there in traffic in 13th position right now. Looks like that lead's starting to heat up as there's a crash back there in the back with riding along with Lance Yancey. Gonna back up here and take a look at this. Looks like the 53 may have slowed just a little bit. No, the 19 of Rick Runner just overshot the corner, got in there extremely hot. Round goes the 77. That was just the brakes must not have been there for the 19 as he drove off into the corner there. You gotta start thinking here. Your top 3 now have 50 laps on their tires. The guys behind them only about 30 laps or so. Wonder if those 20 laps are a big enough difference for the remainder of these 46 laps that we have here. Not quite sure if that's gonna work out or not, but as of right now, Donnie Staub's leading 30 laps of this evening's race. I know Alan Westman has led more than 50. I believe he's led about 53, so he still has that most laps led right now. Donnie Staub's trying to inch his way closer to doing that. Once again, a shout out to all those kids out there at Haywood Elite. All of y'all always do such a great job. You always make me proud and smile every single practice, every single tournament we go to. Thank you, kids, for just being the baddest kids in North Carolina. You guys rock. I mean, I can't say enough. Some of the names I missed earlier: Mahaffey, Tyson, Hunter, Chance. Guys out there at 828, Alexander, and appreciate you coming out last practice. Andy, Grady, Caleb, Aiden. Aiden, how could I forget you, babyface killer, man? I'm telling you, that little kid's a stone cold killer when he steps on the mat. Ball of energy, ball of joy. Love that little dude, man. He's awesome. But get him on a mat, and he's a straight killer. But anyways, Xander Hill, Kane Bryson, Cole Bryson, Caven Wilson. All of you young men just continue to impress me each and every time out there on the mat, man. I just love being a part of it and being able to watch it, see it, witness it. Help coach you along a little bit along the way. Anybody that knows me knows that wrestling is taking over a big part of my life once again. Was back in the day, is again now. Out there at Haywood Elite Wrestling, #1 wrestling club in North Carolina. Come get you some, boys. We get ready to go back green flag racing. So we're going to take lap 134 of 175. 66 weights, fires off the 22 a little bit early, possibly. Gonna have to wait to see if he gets a black flag or not. Not sure if he's gonna. Gives the lead back to the 66. Hopefully to avoid a black flag, maybe. As those two trucks fire off the 66, playing a little bit of head games on that restart now. Not firing off when he did the past 2 times. Keeping the field on their toes as the 2 hard. Into turn 1, the 2 machine of Ricky Harden. Looks like he just got down into turn 1 and just looped it. Yeah, just looped it, trying to stay out of the 5. Not sure what all took place after that, but it's Martinsville. I'm sure there was more contact made by multiple other vehicles back there. I don't know. It looks like I might want to roll the dice and stay out here as long as I can make it on fuel. I don't know if I want to get back there in the pack. I don't know if those new tires are going to get me through 11 or 12 guys that are driving extremely hard here in the closing laps, the last 40 laps or so out of 175. We've been racing hard all night, and as you've seen earlier with the 19 of Rick Reiner, Rick is a great short track racer. He's a great racer overall and in general, and just missed his braking point. Was way too hot, couldn't get the truck loaded up, and got into the 77. So even guys that are known for being phenomenal when it comes to certain aspects such as braking, as the 19 is, even him missing braking points and having mistakes, just shows you the level of focus that you have to have lap in and lap out for about 2 hours. You're focused in trying to hit the same exact spot every single time, and throughout the course of the day you get a little fatigued, a little slower, and you mess up. These drivers putting on one hell of a show here at Martinsville Motor Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. I was curious earlier, talking to some of the drivers during happy hour, of what the fuel window was. Most of them had the response of, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about a fuel mileage race. And I'd venture to agree with them now. I said, well, you never know. And I said, well, you know, you're right. Sometimes you can have a rash of cautions, and then all of a sudden it goes green, and you can have steady cautions, and then it goes green, or it can go green just surprisingly for a long time out of nowhere. So the fact that we're about 36 laps or so away from the finish of this thing. Anything could happen. It could go green flag from here on out, and then those tires may come into play. Who knows? But we're gonna sure find out here. Space car ducks off once again in the hands of the leader of the 66, who fires off early this time, playing those restart games. Gets a good jump on the 22 of Cody Terry on the outside, followed by the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Down on the inside, the 43 of Craig Lehrman, followed by the 99 of Eric Blunt, the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. Donnie stops off to a big lead. Looks like the 43 pushed the 22 up through that corner. Gonna join that battle back here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and 6th, 7th, all right there. Throw a blanket over them. And this is what I mean by short track racing. I mean, there's nowhere to go. You may be faster, but if you don't have anywhere to go, what are you gonna do? Well, you may drive in a little bit harder. You may move them going into the corner, force them to get on the brakes a little harder than they want. As you see the 22 Cody Terry able to slot in front of that 43 of Craig Lehrman, finally securing himself in that 2nd position. Craig running 3rd. Side-by-side battle for the 4th place between Eric Blunt and the 5 of Brandon Hartwell, followed by the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. and the 24 of Gavin Martin. Still green flag racing as we're working lap 144 of 175 here for Next Gen's Racing High Country Trucking Series Season 3, race number 4 at Martinsville, Virginia. Lost my train of thought there for a second. You see some good battles going on back there through the back. Looks like that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th place hasn't quite sorted itself out. As you see, we're with the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr., who's following the 99 of Eric Blunt. Just hoping something happens, hoping there's a mishap. Maybe he missed something. Goes up wide right there to the 24, all over the bumper of the 33. Followed closely by the 45 of Douglas and the 1 of Colton Geist. 53 of Darren rounds out your top 10 right now as your leader is still Donnie. Opening up to almost a 2nd lead now over the 22 of Cody Terry. We're working lap 148 of 175. We now have 18 cars back on the lead lap. Looks like we're starting to work lap traffic once again. As you see your top 3 right there making their way around. I believe that's the 26 truck almost into the wall, trying to give these guys some room. The leader's gonna start working lap traffic. It's gonna be interesting to see how that all pans out, works out, who's able to get through lap traffic better. That 66 of Donnie or the 22 of Cody Terry can manage to get through that lap traffic a little bit better than the other. See who's willing to lay the chrome horn to him in short track racing terminology. I know if it was me, what I would do. I don't think I have to say it. You already know what I would do. They're working around the lap truck of the 44 right there. Both of you just passed him. 3rd place of Craig Lehrman in the 43, trying to work his way by, losing a little bit of time now to those top 2. Gonna jump a little bit back in the back. Look, see if I can see anything. Looks like your closest battle is 13th and 14th. The 96 of Alan Westman and the 97 of Andrew Nypower. That looks to be your closest battle on track right now, so we're just going to stay up here with your leaders. The 66 Don Stobbs now leading 52 laps. If he's able to lead the rest of this, he will take that most laps led award here today from the Virginia's for Lovers 175 at Martinsville Motor Speedway for the High Country Trucking Series Season 3 race number 4. Brought to you by Next Gen Racing on iRacing.com. Broadcast to you across Twitch and YouTube by Next Gen Racing Productions. Looks like things are starting to calm down, settle out a little bit here. Looks like we have some pretty good gaps back through the field. I'll take you back a little bit. There's a 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. I'll tell you what, we're actually going to jump to a different shot. I love this shot. I just absolutely can't get enough of this one right here. And so we're gonna jump around to a couple different vehicles with this shot here. Jump back up to your leader. Under caution once again. Less than 20 laps to go. Gotta wonder who all is gonna pit, who all is gonna stay out. Because we're gonna run down through the field here. You're on board with the 66, first place, Donnie Stobbs. Second, the 22 of Cody Terry. Third place, you have the 43 of Craig Learman. Fourth place, 5 machine of Brandon Hartwell. And fifth, the 99 of Eric Klein. Sixth place, you have the 33 of Brian Mescal Jr. Seventh place, the 24 of Gavin Martin. I think Gavin's truck's seen better days. Eighth place, you have the 1 machine of Colton Geist. Ninth, the 53 of Darren. 10th place, the 7 of John Jenkins. 11th, the 97 machine of Andrew Nye Power. 12th place, man, you haven't really heard much from this evening. 13 of Vic Wagner. 13th place, the 45 of Douglas. Douglas's front end looks like it's seen better days too. That Toyota's crinkled in pretty good. 14th, we have the 46 of Justin Walters. And 15th, the 96 of Alan Westman on pit road right now, getting some service done. So we're going to go head back up with your leader. Start beginning of lap 160 of 175, 16 laps here at Martinsville Motor Speedway. Your top 6 drivers are drivers that have not won this evening, obviously, but haven't won this season. The first car that has won this season, the 24 of Gavin Martin, running in 7th place. Not sure he's going to be able to get that truck up there. It's pretty beat up, pretty mangled there. Not sure if that's going to work out for him or not. But short track racing, you never quite know what'll happen. You never know when something crazy is going to happen. You truly don't. Pace car is off as the field is doubled up. Coming through 3 and 4. 66 has the right to go when he wants. Doesn't go. Checks up that outside line. 22 jumped on it when he shouldn't have. That's gonna be an issue. That's probably gonna cause some issues back there for the pack. People not gonna be happy, but it's up to him when he goes. We did nothing wrong there. Caution is out one more time here at Martinsville Motor Speedway. You know, the end of this thing, those restarts are going to be absolutely crucial. As when we go back green flag racing, we'll have less than 10 laps in this race when we go back green flag racing. Gonna be interesting to see who does what on the restart, who tries to anticipate it. That's what happened there. 22, Cody Terry anticipated that the 66 was going to fire off when he hit at a certain point. He fired away and the 66 didn't, so 22 had to woe back up. And then when he did, the 66 took advantage of that and took off, rightfully so. He's the leader, it's in his hands before the green light goes out, and it obviously wasn't out yet. So game's played into his favor here. But he's going to have that 22 right on his bumper. So if the 22 anticipates it again, he's gonna be all over the bumper of that 66. That could be a bad thing. Could be a bad thing. What happened to 22? Maybe a little bit irritated with the way that restart went. Could push him off going down into turn 1. I don't know. Gonna be interesting here. Looks like our last 4 races are all gonna have something in common. Late race caution that could possibly shake up the way the standings are gonna turn out. We hit that 10 lap to go mark here at Martinsville Motor Speedway for the Virginia is for Lovers 175. These truck drivers at the High Country Trucking Series, brought to you by Next Gen Racing on iRacing.com. Been going at it just lap after lap. Finally down to 10 laps to go. We're going to see who has what it takes, who's willing to do what to punch their ticket to the chase. See who's willing to make enemies, who's willing to just get a good solid run in. These top 3 drivers have been out there on those tires for about 85 to 90 laps. I believe the 5 machine in 4th place of Brandon Hartwell has the freshest tires out of those top 5 or 6 trucks. It's going to be interesting to see if this 7 or 8 lap run is going to be enough to allow him to utilize those tires. A lot of it's going to depend on this restart. This restart could end up being your final restart. If we get one more quick caution, we will have a green-white checker. But if it lasts more than 3 laps, that will be the caution that will end the race. Never like to see a race end up with caution, but the possibilities are there. Pace car ducks off once again at Martinsville Motor Speedway, leaving it in the hands of the 66. Fires off a little bit late after a bump by the 22. 43 slots in down on the bottom. Oh, the 22 just punts him out of the way. Just absolutely punts him out of the way. Mad about the restart. The way things are going, things are going to get heated here. The 22 is going to be driving in deep, trying to get back to that 66. I guarantee it. There's a lot of contact going on back there through the back of the field. Looked like the 33 got turned a little bit sideways there. Caution is out. 6 laps to go here at Martinsville Motor Speedway when the caution fly is going to come around to 5 laps to go here. Wonder where they'll catch the pace car. If we will go back green flag racing, if we do, it's going to be a doozy because there's only going to be 1, maybe 2 laps that we go back green flag racing. I believe that was something involving with the 33 and a bunch of other trucks back there. Just hard racing, really, man, here coming to the end. I can honestly say from watching up here in the booth all night long, there's going to be some heated individuals after this race. Not sure how interviews are going to go. We're now on 3 laps to go out of 175 for the Virginia's for Lovers 175 High Country Trucking Series. Race number 4 for season 3. Number 66, Adonis Stobbs, now leading 72 laps. I believe that was enough to take the most laps led away from Alan Westman in that 96. Led the majority of the first half. Looks like the 66 has led the majority of the second half of the evening. The only other leader so far this evening was Andrew Npower. Nypower. I don't know why I said Npower. Andrew Nypower, who was able to get the lead on the outside there, kept it for a lap or so until we had a caution, went down pit road, lost the lead that way. So we've only had, it says 6, but there's only been 3 leaders this evening. This is going to be one heck of a restart if we get going back green. I believe we will get going green with the white flag. So if somebody spins, you got to hustle back to the line no matter what. Caution laps, lights will not fly. We're going to have to wait and see here. See if the pace car lights go out. I don't believe they will. I believe this is the final lap. So once again, the late race caution gives us our 4th different winner in 4 races. 66 Adonis Stobbs, able to get it done on restarts, playing games if you want to say playing games, but it's his choice when he wants to go, and just have to let him do it. So see all the cars going by there. Going to try to stay on that 66. See Eric giving some love to Donnie there. Also the 7 machine. 45 giving a little tap as well. A lot of respect shown to Donnie for being able to keep that out there for 90 laps. 90 plus laps on those tires. Led the last 75 laps of this race. One hell of a job. Donnie able to keep that thing up front on those restarts like that. All right, folks, there you have it. That is your race from Martinsville, Virginia. Gonna see who's around. See if there's anybody out there that I can grab up here. I might want to talk. Gonna see if that 5 machines driver's got a copy out there. Brandon Hartwell, you got a copy? Hey, bud. Finally glad to talk to you at the end of one of these things, man. You finally put together a whole race, finished up inside the top 5. Were you a little bit worried there working through lap traffic coming down to the closing laps there, wondering if Bad luck was going to strike again. All right, man. Well, want to thank anybody for anything tonight, anything like that? So I guess you're pretty calm. So you're not going to be one of the drivers probably pissed off going into next week. I'm sure we've got quite a few of them out there. How do you think the racing was going? Do you think it was overly rough, or just people missing braking points, mistakes here and there? All right, man. Well, once again, appreciate you coming up here and talking to us. We'll catch you next week. All right, and there you have it. As I said, the Virginia is for Lovers 175 comes to an end with our 4th new race winner of the season. Donnie Staub's able to punch his ticket to the next, well, not to the next round, but into the chase. Valuable thing. This early in the season, he can just go out and just wing it and call pitch strategies if he wants. Try to mix it up, do a little bit of things differently. As he's already secured a spot into the chase, so that allows him to do a couple different things that might not normally do. So I appreciate everybody coming and watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, come back next week. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, like, all that good jazz. Appreciate everybody out there. One hell of a race tonight. All you guys at Haywood Elite, see you later this week for practice. Time to get it in. We got another state championship to go take care of. So see you gentlemen later in the week. That being said, y'all have a good evening. Ow!